Hi everybody, and welcome to video number 2 of the setup series. In this video we're going to address how to put together your instrument and how to hold it with your left and right hand. Now, because this video series is geared towards starting young kids, you'll notice I'm missing something right here, which is why I have a partner who I'm delighted to introduce. This is my son.
Thomas!
Yes, my son Thomas. And Thomas, you are how old?
I am 7 years old. No, I'm 7 3/4.
And you are going into which grade?
Second.
Now you'll find, because Thomas is in second grade, which is younger than you'll typically start a brass player. However, Thomas is also really big for his age. So he's probably more the size of, could be the size of about a small fourth grader, maybe even a small fifth grader. But so Thomas is a good example for the size of child that you might be working with. And I have here a very special instrument. You'll notice the other thing I have in front of me. This is a trombone made in 1912 by the Olds Company. Now it's in a bit of state of disrepair. It needs some work on it. The slide is fairly seized up. It's movable, but it's difficult to move. But because we have this trombone, which is more, according to the proportions, more proportional to what you'll find from a student trombone, it's a good example to use for someone of Thomas's size. So Thomas, let's go ahead and pull this horn out of the case. We're going to start off with the slide. When you pull the slide out, you never want to hold it by just a slide or just a tube. You always want to pull out your slide by both braces, putting one hand on both braces. Thomas, could you do that for us, please? Excellent. And Thomas showed great care with keeping it away from the bell. Now he's going to hold the slide with his right hand, while his left hand is going to grab the bell. And when you grab the bell, you never want to grab the bell from the top here. Because on most trombones, because this is an older trombone, it's not the case, but on most trombones, the main tuning slide is here, and if you pick your bell up by the main tuning slide, if the main tuning slide works well, the bell could fall off the main tuning slide and drop on the ground, and you wouldn't want to damage your instrument. So Thomas is going to pick up the trombone right at the bell brace, right there. So Thomas, can you do that please for us? Thank you. And can you put the trombone together? Oops, we wound up a little backwards, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oopsies.
Oopsies. That's why we hold the bell with our left hand and the slide with our right hand. So, now, on most trombones, you're going to have a nut here, which will thread the bell onto the slide. On this trombone, we don't have it. You'll notice it's just simply free standing. It's simply the friction of the receiver into the collar here on the bell that holds it together. Now, how to hold the trombone. It's really pretty simple holding a trombone if we start off right. Our left hand we want to be the weight-bearing hand. And the way to make that happen is that we want to sort of turn our hand into a Thanksgiving turkey. Can you make that Thanksgiving turkey with the head and the feathers? Exactly. And what we're going to do is we're going to place the bell brace here between the thumb and the fingers. The first finger, the pointer, is going to go next to the mouthpiece. The third finger, the middle finger, is going to go on the vertical brace. And then the fourth and fifth fingers are going to wrap around the collar. And we'll see what that looks like here. So let's get that bell here in the thumb. The pointer goes next to the mouthpiece. The third finger goes down to that brace. That's right. And the fourth and fifth fingers wrap around the collar so that you want, let's put that, we'll show that in a moment. We want these fingers to hold the bell section into the hand so that the weight isn't necessarily being supported by these fingers, but it's being supported by the meaty part of the thumb and transferred down into the arm. That's where a child's arm and even an adult arm will find it best to hold a trombone. So there we go, and hold it. And now we're going to show what to do with our left hand. I'm going to pretend that there's a slide lock on this instrument because, as I said, the slide doesn't work very well, so I can let go of the slide and it'll stay. But ordinarily, you're going to want to make sure that this part here, a slide lock, is holding the slide if you ever let go of the slide. So now we're going to look at our right hand. Our right hand, because our left hand is weight-bearing. Show me. Let's keep that right hand. You can hold the trombone with your left. The right hand we want to relax, and you'll notice up by the face, the top of the hand is horizontal. As we go out, the top of the hand goes vertical. So we want the way we hold the slide to allow that to happen. That's all right. And if you want to put the trombone on the, why don't we put it on the ground, because it's a little bit heavy for a young hand, right? If you're not doing anything. So these fingers, as Thomas said, these fingers are going to swim in the pool. And these fingers are going to climb the ladder to get out of the pool. And the thumb is going to go opposite them like this. And we're going to want to place the slide so that is between the brace of the hand slide is between the first joint and the second joint of these fingers. The first joint and the second joint. You want it between there on this bone right there, that second bone of the finger. We've got 3 bones in our finger. You want it on 1, 2, the second, 1, 2, the second. So let us put up that hand. And can you hold your trombone with your left hand a little bit, bub? There we go. And remember, these fingers go in the pool underneath. That's right. And those fingers go up there. And that's very good. And if we move our slide out to third position, I'll move it for you. You can see, let's freeze. Yep, you can keep holding. I'm just going to reposition your hand a bit. That is a good hand position for a young beginning trombone player. That's a great hand position for holding the slide. And this here, if you look, is a very, very good hand position for holding the bell. We just want to get it a little bit higher on these fingers. Let go of that finger just a little bit, because we want this to get into the meaty part of the hand, right there. And that is how we hold a trombone, whether you're an older player or a younger player. It's really nothing more simple and nothing more complicated. Good luck.